My real problem now is the scars from jerking it too much and then trimming off the hard skin with my with my with my Gundam nippers.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Hello, friends. Trace amounts of science. Welcome back to ReddX. We're doing some Greentext today. Be me, straight man. I have a sister. She gets engaged to this guy. He drops by my place randomly with some beer to get to know me better, and I agree since he's marrying my sister. Everything is normal until I black out. I wake up the next day and my butt is in agony. I call the police, go to the hospital, and get a kit done. Police arrest my sister's fiancé. Kit confirms that he did do it because they found his DNA. He smears me in the trial, but the jury finds him guilty from all the evidence that, he did it. He's sentenced to 4 years. This was almost 2 years ago. Sister no longer talks to me. Whole family thinks I'm gay now. The general belief in my family is that I'm a closeted gay man that got her fiancé drunk and did it with him and then regretted it the next morning, despite me testing positive for roofies and other signs of non-consensual activity, because that was his defense in the trial. No one believes my story in my family. They all believe him. He's up for parole soon. My mother asked me not to challenge the parole because my sister still wants to marry him, and I, quote, did enough to him. I'm gonna challenge that parole. Fuck my family. It's totally fake, unless your relationship with your family was strained long before this. But if it's real, you should stick it to your family. At this point, it's personal between you and that guy. You should have been training the 4 years for when he gets out and you could kick the shit out of him. Go back. It's not gay. It's alpha.
Take it, boy. Yeah. Take it like a man. Yeah. Yeah. Good boy.
Uh-oh, Chad's here. Be me. Partake in study on pain tolerance that's meant to determine if women or men tolerate pain better. They send an electric current through my finger, and I have to report on a scale of 1 to 10. 0. They turn up the voltage. 0. They turn it up again. 0. They get flustered and tell me they can tell I'm in pain by my pulse body temperature and blood pressure readings. 0. I feel nothing. And I'm pretty sure it feels so good. Fallout 4, oh boy, does absolutely nothing except murder and replace people with synths. This is a necessary evil to save humanity. Okay, how exactly does killing and replacing people with synths help humanity? There's no point in explaining it to you. You're clearly too stupid to get it. By the way, I'm dying, and you're in charge now. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stop doing all the dumb shit that you were doing. Then again, Fallout, at least the Bethesda Fallouts, have always had just really terrible writing. You remember Fallout 3? Like, you gotta go push the nuclear button, and you're like, cool, I'll send the super mutant. And they said some bullshit about not denying you your destiny. Way to piss me off. They released the DLC for it. You can tell the mutant to go in there, and then they insult you at the end. They're like, oh yeah, the reincarnation of Jesus refused to needlessly die for you. He's totally fucking spineless and 100% a cuck, so just enjoy your radiation-free water, you little bitch. And I'm like, bro, you have to do me like that. I don't understand why you feel like you had to do me like that. Because they're Bethesda, I guess. This is where Todd Howard appears and tells you to buy Skyrim again.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
I have $328,000 in credit card debt. What should I do about it? I think Peter Griffin sings a song about it.
Credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet.
This Anon has an idea apart from singing, and he says, can you pump up your debt even further? Get it large enough, and it's no longer a you problem, but a them problem. I think maybe we're closer to our problem, but yes, we are moving in the right direction, I suppose. Just eat enough Hot Pockets, eventually it become too big to fail. That's not true. Anon's ready to fail anytime, day or night. Crisis situation. Woman immediately cuts her hair short. Name this phenomenon. I think it's the G.I. Jane phenomenon. That's probably what I've most heard it referred to as. I do personally prefer long hair, but like if you are going into war or experiencing some sort of other turmoil, then yeah, short hair is more practical. It's low maintenance. No hair, one less thing to worry about. Sign me up. Uh-oh, Chad's back. Be me! Talking with a woman and her friend at a party. She gets angry at me for saying, you guys. I say it's a gender-neutral term in this context, and she's reading into things a bit too much. She says, oh yeah? Well, how many dudes have you banged? 20. Grinder notification goes off. About to be 21. Okay. I guess that's how some people decide that they win. It's just like, I gotta shove more dicks in my mouth. I have to be the winner! Blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, I guess you get a pass. On that old progressive stack, you rank higher than her, so I guess good move at the end of the day. Leave the 7-foot-tall grizzly bear killing invisible high-tech warrior alien to me. I started hunting like 2 days ago. Is there something that girl power can't defeat? Patriarchy, I guess? It's mean. Okay. Oh god, oh fuck, someone ordered food from my restaurant and now I have to make it, ah! Why'd you open a restaurant?
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up, you're in the middle of it.
Gordon Freeman, 27 years old, already has a PhD in physics from MIT and a job at a research facility. How? I don't know, man. He's like young Sheldon or something. After he goes off to college in the Big Bang Theory, he jumps into Half-Life and invents a gravity gun. There you go, I said it, it's canon now. There's a photo of the Hindenburg. Anon says, planes crash every day. Still make planes. Cars crash every day. Still make cars. Trains derail every day. Still make trains. Boats sink every day. Still make boats. One Zeppelin explodes. This is the most dangerous idea in history. We should have never made this. Oh, the humanity! When are Zeppelins making a comeback? Oh, we tried, but it went over like a lead balloon. Or a lead Zeppelin? No, but seriously, I would really love to ride in a Zeppelin. I think they were just replaced by blimps. I would love to have a ride in a blimp. Anyway, Hi-Fi Rush. Have you played it? It was on Humble Choice last month. It's a rhythm game and I'm terrible at them. But it's also a fighting game and I kind of like that. Post-game on Steam with literally zero advertisement. Doesn't sell 1 million bajillion copies. Wow. Now I have no choice but to shut down this studio. What is every corporation ever? They did get positively review bombed on Steam after the studio was shut down, which I think is a nice gesture. But I'm pretty sure that's just put more money into Bethesda's pockets. They don't need to develop games anymore, you see. They just sell Skyrim again. Seems to have been a solid business strategy so far. Rest in peace though, Hi-Fi Rush. Why don't you shave that body? Get laser hair removal. Throw out all your male underwear and replace them with cute panties. Invest in stuff like nail polish, makeup, and girls' clothes. Diet to become close to underweight BMI. You can become such a cute boy if you did all these steps and on. Sounds like a lot of effort to get disowned. That's the realest. My only response to this post is, yeah, every day. Every day another psyop. Let's talk about something a little more fanciful, like TIE fighters. No side windows, no shields, loud as fuck. Was the Empire trying to lose? Adod, things can't be loud in space, duh. I don't believe the Empire was trying to lose, however. They were just a bureaucracy, overfunded, massively bloated, unable to catch the head up with the tail, so we had some boardroom meetings, boom, come out with some shit like this. It looks like a letter H because that's all we drew on the whiteboard. It's perfect. It's fine. Next post. Metro UK says, sorry, straight white men. Doctor Who was never made for you. You sure about that? We made the Doctor a woman. Seethe more, chud. Views drop significantly. New season starts. The Doctor's now black and gay. Views drop by half. 3 episodes into the new season. The main villain is now some fat transgender person. If you don't like it, go touch grass. Views drop by half again. What is their end goal? To erode away a section of nerd culture that can never be replaced, I guess? They're gonna build a parking lot, though. So let's all head out to the parking lot and watch the hopes and dreams and cherished memories just crumble to ash. Gosh, that's really kind of sad. But at least we have young Sheldon. This post says, think about how I'm always the first person to initiate conversation in my group of friends or ask them if they want to play a game. Conduct an experiment by not messaging any of them. It's been 37 days, and nobody's talked to me or invited me to play a game. Oof. Talk about assessing if you're annoying and making people uncomfortable somehow, or if they weren't really good friends to begin with. Yes, probably both. Probably both of those things that you said. This is rather low on the fuck around and find out meter, but find out you did. Do you like the results of your experiment? I guess it is trace amounts of science, so thank you for keeping it on brand. Next post. Take out a massive loan, talking like 150K. Use loan money to go to a 4-year overseas. After college is over, don't come back home and start working in the overseas country. Don't pay the money back. If you're overseas, your American good boy points score really has no use to you. Contempt of court for debt-related issues is only a crime in 4 states. It's unlikely they'd go through the hassle to even try and garnish wages overseas. Is this the ideal path for America bros who just want out of the country? I mean, yeah, I guess if you never want to see your family again. Part of me wishes I'd done it, but it wouldn't have been a student loan if I had that type of money, I'll tell you that much. We gotta do some great shit with it. What I need a piece of paper for? I'm putting this into the business. Not the YouTube side of the business, the farm side of the business. Anyway, yeah, if you really want out of the country, you ain't gotta do all that shit. I left the country with like $3,000 to my name, I think. The ticket itself cost $600, and yeah, I figured it out. If you want to make it happen, then you happen. But you don't want to make it happen. You want to keep posting on 4chan, which I sort of get. But also fucking take hold of your life and tackle your dreams to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, next one. Be me! At gym, waiting for guy to finish using the machine. He finishes. I ask him if he's going to unload the machine. He gets out his phone and turns the timer on and repeats what I said. Resets the timer and times, taking the pin out. Didn't say anything, just shows me the time and walks away. What just happened? Sounds like you got timer mogged by an ultimate Giga Chad. No, seriously, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like the little stack of weights and you pull the pin out? Is that how you reset this machine? Is that what you're talking about? Literally saying that sentence took longer than just going over and taking the pin out and putting it into the denomination of weight that you are required to lift or whatever. Please don't do this. I don't want to interact with you, okay? You handle your shit, I'll handle mine. I wiped down the machine. What else do you want? Anyway, here's Darth Maul. No introduction. Doesn't even say anything. Just starts sword fighting. Yeah, with the dual lightsaber, dude. That's the coolest shit we ever saw. Nobody even knew that was an option until then. My God. Groundbreaking. This post says, heavy objects fall faster than light ones. No one cares to check if this is true for 2,000 years. Yeah, or they didn't have access to a fucking vacuum chamber. What are you talking about? How can you complain about the mountains of knowledge we have and say we should have learned that one sooner? I'm sure there's things that we should have learned already that we haven't. And after this miraculous discovery, some idiot on 420 chan's gonna be like, yeah, you should have discovered it sooner. We're doing our best, okay? Just like young Sheldon. Oh my god! I invoked the wrath of the Big Bang Theory, and it's popped up in this post. Has dated girls who are better than Penny, not only as people, but in terms of looks as well. Still chose the girl who slept with 100 guys, doesn't share a single common interest, and who genuinely hates him for who he is. All in all, I would say pretty realistic, Des. That's just simpitude. It's an entire generation of men being pre-programmed to despise themselves and their partner. The nice thing is I don't know a goddamn thing about Big Bang Theory. I sit here and play armchair psychologist with you, but I legitimately have no idea who the hell they're talking about. I don't understand how the show lasted for 12 seasons. It's a late night abortion broadcasted on cable television. I laugh, but I'm really serious about it. Oh boy. That Fallout show. Y'all still watching? Did we lose interest yet? Based off a post-apocalyptic game world where people struggle to survive. Shows a fat mutt. Into the bin it goes. Dude, Jesus. Firstly, harsh. Secondly, yeah, he's a vault dweller, okay? Part of the experiment was for him to get 5 extra boxes of cram every week. And he put them to good use. Whatever, love the show, hate the show. I probably ain't gonna watch it either way. I'm gonna make a beetle that uses its fecal matter to make a shield. I'm gonna make a beetle that can use its hydrophobic surface to collect water from dew. I'm gonna make a beetle that looks like a giraffe. I'm gonna make a beetle that uses light scattering and changes its colors. So don't fucking bother me about children with cancer, I don't care. I work in mysterious ways. Anyway, I'm gonna make a beetle that looks like a wasp, but actually it's a beetle. I'm gonna make a massive beetle with huge horns like a rhinoceros. Amazing! Truly, it is in beetles that I most appreciate all my creations. Stop whining about the children with cancer. Trust the plan. Yeah, he's up there. He's doing his best, okay? He's really busy making beetles. Beetles are pretty cool, though. Here's a Mindy Kaling before and after. Before, tee-hee, I'm just a cute little Indian girl, just like you guys, I swear. I love to shop. I love celebrities and gossip, just like white people, XD. 2 years later. Gah! Fuck white people! Why aren't white guys interested in me? Hell, Lucifer! Fuck Fred, you got no dong! And Shaggy's black now, and I'm Velma! I will eat your babies! Yeah, fame does weird things to people, I don't know. What I do know is, yeah, that Velma show suck. I think I watched 1 episode. I thought about covering it on the channel. After 1 episode, I'm like, nah, dude. I can't get into this. But I'm glad basically the entire world put her on blast for it. Was like, this is garbage. What a talentless hag. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, it's Walter White. Keeps an incriminating book with handwriting that his brother-in-law would recognize in the bathroom in his house that his brother-in-law visits regularly. Fucking seriously? Yeah, Walt's sort of a sentimental guy, you know? It was Gale paying homage to his ego and he couldn't resist. Another Anon comes in and says, his crippled son's hot ass was distracting in this.
You know what? This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
I hate you. I hate you! Why do you have to be such a bitch? Hell of an actor, though. He's still in character to this day. I'm not sure if that joke's funny anymore. Maybe not. BB, at work yesterday, working with they-them in the kitchen. She's pretty cook. Anon, what's your favorite thing to do? Answer, I don't know, because she caught me off guard. Ask her what her favorite thing to do is. I love to bone. Boning my boyfriend, who is our coworker. That's the best thing in the world. I jokingly say, yeah, he seems like he's got a hung. She laughs and asks, oh, what did I mean by that? Well, he's always laid back and doesn't seem to have a care in the world. Kind of like nothing bothers him, because he knows that he's got a huge cock. Yeah, but it's just big dick energy. That's all you gotta say. You don't have to do all that. Well, she laughs and tells me that she's very satisfied. Coming to work today, manager has to talk with me privately. Tells me that my coworker said that I intimately harassed her. What the hell did I do wrong? I mean, had a conversation that you probably shouldn't have had, I guess. Although she was the one that opened it up, but yeah, I ain't falling for that bait. Just be like, don't talk to me. This is not going to lead into what you think it's going to lead into, okay? Thank you, but no thank you. Please talk to me about, like, something relatively normal in the future. If at all. Then they report you to HR for being mean, but it's not harassment, so maybe it's okay. This and on is talking about fallen soldiers. Another night of getting drunk and sobbing over the pointless waste of lives in the Great War. Is this autistic? I feel so sad for the millions of lives lost in a war that now, a little over 100 years later, nobody thinks about. The people of the time were so enthusiastic about warfare, yet none of them could see the horrors that would come with industrialized warfare. One anon says, dude, you're a soldier in your past life. Another anon says, is it autistic? No, it's very thoughtful and empathetic. Don't be sad, anon. Turn your eyes upward at the people and institution that sent these children off to fight each other with chemical weapons. Who profited off of this industrialized warfare, might I ask? The answer is not sadness. The answer is righteous indignation. The fire of justice should burn inside of you, OP. But I don't know, I guess some people handle our feelings differently. Here's a post from R9K. 2010, you're not allowed to use your phone while driving. 2024, every car requires a touchscreen to control every single function. I won't be surprised if we have touchscreen steering in the future. Yeah, just MS Paint your path and hope it doesn't crash into anybody else. I'm pretty sure cars eventually are just going to be like coffins that you lock yourself into. Say a little prayer as it whisks you off to the destination. And probably you get there safe. Probably it won't malfunction, but if it does malfunction, it's going to be horrible, dude. That's the most terrifying thing of all. You have no autonomy in the car anymore. You come home from work in the pod, you get in the pod, you eat the bugs. You gotta pay your Tesla subscription now. You own nothing. You are happy. I don't think you've seen as far down the rabbit hole as I have, robot friend. Anyway, next post. Be me, work in an office. Very antisocial and vocal about it, so nobody bothers me. Unfortunately, all the offices are doorless. Out of the 145 offices in my floor, a beehive formed outside my window. It became a gathering point for coworkers to watch the bees and talk to me about them. 2 weeks later, the hive made a separate extension, and now technically I have 2 hives on my window. Coworkers now come daily to check if they're going to merge. Sorry for bothering you, Anon. Here's some coffee for your troubles. And the others are doing the same, bringing treats to my table. Since I just take the coffee, I offered the treats to the others. I started bonding with them and found out that I have similar interests with some of them. Well, gosh, imagine that. This morning, on the opposite side of the bees, there was not 1 but 3 white pigeons. They were standing there watching the bees. One of my coworkers saw them and called the others to bring donuts because it's a quote-unquote special occasion, and I offered to pay for it. Wow, Anon, it's like nature's trying to tell you something. I'm not sure what it's trying to tell me, but it made me happy. Well, what a nice little wholesome story that is. Anon wasn't actually antisocial, he just didn't know how to get himself into the groove. How can I insert myself into the mix? Well, the bees helped you out. Nature does wonderful things. I think it's kind of stupid for somebody to be like, it's a special occasion, there's pigeons out there, but, you know, fuck it, I'll take a free donut. Give me a bear claw. And while I'm waiting on that, next post. Play a video game. Pretend like I'm a Twitch streamer and explain what I'm doing to an imaginary audience. Is this normal? I don't know. My son does it. The only times I've actually done it, I've either been streaming or recording myself, so it doesn't count. Anyway, was this a little bit of Counter-Strike or something? No skins, no progression, no balance changes, no new content, no events, no brand tie-ins. How didn't boomers get bored out of their mind playing this crap? Because there's a multiplayer option to it, and the innate randomness of human beings means that every single match is going to go differently. Now, Rainbow Six Siege has expanded upon that, but yeah, you gotta know your roots. Show some respect to Counter-Strike, goddammit. No, whatever. I know he's trolling. He's not gonna get me, okay? He didn't get me! And, Kanye West sued for harassment by ex-assistant. And then Shock Pikachu face and Booba.
Humongous hungalonga no no logongas.
Be songwriter and vocalist, also an OnlyFans performative artist. Oh, but just to pay the bills till my YouTube channel goes viral. Well, yeah, good luck, I guess. Not an easy thing to do. Ye says he loves my work and offers me a job. Wow, he must have heard my mixtape. Says he'll pay me $1 million a year to be his quote-unquote personal assistant. OMFG, he totally wants to feature me on his next album. Is that what personal assistant means to you? And contract says I have to quote-unquote be immaculate and available at all hours of the night. Uh-huh. Yeah, no big deal. Lots of geniuses love to record late into the night. Oh, I'm flattered. Pick related when he starts sending me suggestive messages. I don't know, bro. It looks to me like he was set up. She had a plan to get the bag this whole time. Don't play dumb with me. Only I play dumb with me. Anyway, this one says, working as a bartender in a party with rich people, waiter gets approached by a group of girls. Rich girl hits his face. He doesn't even flinch. Coworkers rush to intervene, but she says that she'll pay $500 for every hit. The guy accepts. She hits his face around 10 times, paying him every time. He stops her hand around the 11th time with an ice cold face, and yeah, she chimps out. Turns out the guy got enough money to pay for his sister's cleft lip surgery. He already had savings, but needed this to get the complete amount. The guy left the party crying, but smiling. I guess we all make sacrifices, but personally I think rich girls should be run out of town on a rail. How did everybody just stand around and be like, yeah, I guess that's happening? Don't you see? She's rich. She can do whatever she wants. No, I don't think I'm good with that. You're treating people like props. Now, please get the hell out of here. If you are the bartender, yeah, hawk a loogie in her apple teeny. Just tell her it's bubbles. Yeah, the vodka's got bubbles. Slurp it down. So yummy and slimy. Ew! My 2-year-old got me today. He made me drink the dregs of his milk. It was so thick and terrible. Oh, God. I'm sorry. This Anon thinks Spanish is soy. Yo soy. Latinx culture be like, I love yo soy. I'm not taking lessons from a language that doesn't differentiate male from female objects. Table is a woman. Door is a man. Why? They just are. Schizo language. A little bit, but it's fun. Tables support things. That has feminine energy. Man is an obstacle that protects, much like a door. Male energy. I'm on the Spanish wavelength, dude. I'm with it. Hate it if you want, because it doesn't matter, nerds. This Anon says, personally, I think I got a really small dong, but every girl I've been with says it's a good size and thickness. 5 inches, and I passed the toilet paper tube test. Is that a test? Maybe I'm just a good lay, I don't know, but I do think it's below average. My real problem now is the scars from jerking it too much, and then trimming off the hard skin with my with my Gundam nippers.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Oh my god! What did I just read? Why would you do this? I'm so uncomfortable. That's by far the worst thing I've read this week. I hate it. Super duper. I'm glad I know all of those things now. Put the Gundam nippers down, son. Maybe like the hard skin's a good thing. It's ribbed for her pleasure. Alright, next post. I think I messed up. Be me, having a panic attack. Pray to God to help me. Nothing happens. Pray to Satan to help me. Immediately feel better. Think to myself, damn, I should pray to the devil more often. Order food. Ticket arrives. Look at ticket number 666. My face went. How bad did I fuck up, bros? Will God forgive me for my sins? I'm scared, bros. Yeah, he will forgive you. That's the neat part, but it has to be like true in your heart, you know? You can't just have a panic attack and pray to the devil the next day, because then God's gonna be like, oh, you're totally full of bullshit. And that's what he talks like, too. God's actually from Brooklyn, who knew? There's two Indians tracking something, and they say, white man's been here. How can you tell? Video essay. 120 minutes long video review. 80% of the video is just a plot summary. I think a lot of people are looking for that, actually. There's a reason that it does so well, you know? They don't want to go and watch the show. They're like, give it to me abridged. I'll catch all the major plot points, and I don't have to invest the time to actually watch it. They're making a killing. Maybe I'm in the wrong fucking business. Anyway, reality glitch thread. Post times where time and space goofed. God, it's like a twice daily occurrence here at ReddX Industries. Be me, going to bed while staying at grandparents' rural farmhouse as a 10-year-old kid. Not tired at all, just 100% lucid. I decide, I'll just try closing my eyes. It's only 9:30 p.m. The moment I close my eyes, it's instantly morning. Literally within the blink of an eye. Brother was in the twin bed next to me, and he disappeared instantaneously. I could smell my grandma making breakfast. You up, mate? .jpg. Never been able to reproduce what happens, or to have somebody tell me that the same thing happened to them. Yeah, probably because that was a seizure, Anon. Not like one of the big ones, just a grand mal seizure. Just a little part of your brain made a fucky wucky, and you laid in your bed for 8 hours, everybody thought you were asleep. Luckily, you woke up from it. God took a break from making beetles to rouse you from your slumber. So we can all once again gather around and enjoy a nice episode of Young Sheldon. Don't watch The Big Bang Theory. Don't you do it. Only Young Sheldon. So, be a few hours in the woods camping and filter water with one of these bad boys from a large, clear water lake. Uh-oh. Running stream, yes. Lake? Probably not. You're gonna want to boil that. I go to poop one night, open my butt, and it is like the bathtub faucet was turned on. Yeah, rusty water. Never shat like that in my life. The whole camp is retching within hours. We later learn that we likely caught norovirus. I'm the only one strong enough to carry much gear, and another guy has to be carried out. Other guy's completely fine along with me, but within an hour he's keeled over, puking everywhere, barely keeping his face off the ground. Damn, that one snuck you really fast, huh? Just in the lake waiting for a group of unsuspecting campers to infect. You won't make it back to your car. You'll die on the mountain, and the norovirus horde shall feast. So, Anon and his friends start the drive back. Can't even make it. Have to pull into a motel next to a hospital. Within hours, we are delirious from dehydration as we puke like 3.5 times the volume of whatever we can drink. That's right, gotta empty it all out now. Barely able to lift myself out of bed. Make the call. We gotta go to the hospital. Collapse in the entryway. Scared of my own reflection in the mirror when I see it. Doctor hooks us up to an IV. No longer insane after 15 minutes of the Jesus hydration gravy train. Tells me I was starting to die from dehydration. Yeah, no shit. How long did you go to med school for? Turns out these filters advertise as safe for camping, but filter very few viruses, and those that do it are ultra slow. Don't use these shitters ever! It's not worth it! Use purification tabs and or boil water. So you got norovirus through a life straw. I'm sure their company stock holdings will take a hit after this post. Yes, indeed. I bet this is just like a thinly veiled advertisement for a purification tab company. I wake up, there's another psyop. Here it is. I can't stop it. You can't stop it. We're on the forever train now. Here's some more Star Wars stuff. Anakin, you do know that Palpatine was the one who ordered Dooku to assassinate Padme all those years ago? And you do know that he really hates her and considers her a thorn in his side? And why would a Sith Lord ever allow his apprentice to be a happy family man? Anakin, holy shit, think for a moment. And then Anakin saves the galaxy. I like the prequels, but anyone who denies that their writing is shit is 100% stupid. This is the level of writing that we've come to expect from Hollywood. Why don't these characters have this conversation? Because the plot needs them to have another conversation to keep it rolling forward for 2 more movies, or 5 more movies. Plus a made-for-TV movie, like 8 seasons of a weird cartoon. It's gotten too deep for me now. And while there are some positive notes, yes, the writing is largely shit. That was kind of the charm to start with. Now they're just being lazy. Let's try this post. I can't fool myself anymore. Well, I guess I can't date because pandemic, so I guess I gotta wait. Pandemic ends. No, I can't approach girls. I have to get in shape first. Get in shape? I'm balding. I can't approach girls like this. Get a hair system. I need to dress better. Then I can approach girls for sure. Start dressing better. I don't have any money. I need a better paying job first. Find a high paying job. Running out of excuses. Regularly notice girls checking me out. Still not approaching girls. The realization that my own ineptitude is the only thing that's stopping me from getting a girlfriend now hit me like a fucking freight train. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm still trying to deny it because I don't want to face the fact that I am scared of women. What's the worst she could do besides cut you open emotionally and take half your stuff, you know? Give it a try! You might have some fun! It's really a mixed bag as to whether you have fun or not. But whatever you decide to do, at least get in the game, you know? And while you get in the game, I'm gonna get the hell out. I'm tired, man. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like and all that if you did. Patreon and YouTube memberships open for your subscriptions. If you would like to help to support the channel and help me continue to do the thing I do, you should stuff some money in there. I'd be most appreciative. But if you can't do it, don't worry. You know, I just want to remind you, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.